goes out. Highlight before I get into anything else. And these locations, they just got some Pilot TVs installed there, and that is Somewhere Else, Brandon Municipal Liquor, the Foundry Pub, the Bar of Hastings, the Tavern of Starbuck, KG's Refuge, Old Log Cabin, Road Trips Bar, Mapleton Muni, Windmill Bar, Friendly Buffalo, Tootsie's, Trails Grill, Scoops Pub and Grill, Muddy Cow, Coon Rapids, Chanticleer Pizza, Coon Rapids, Bricks Pub and Grub, American Legion Chaska, Happy Hour Inn, The Corner, Howling Dog Pub, Andy's Bar and Grill, Oldenburg Brewing Company, and Lindsay's Barbecue and Grill. All of them just recently got Pilot TVs installed there. And so if you're watching from one of those locations, here's a little bit of luck going out to you. Hopefully you could take home one of these amazing prizes. I mean, like the mega prize, but if we miss out on all of these jackpots, we do have a pretty nice must-go of $159.40. We'll see who can end up taking home one of the prizes, 10 balls away for Courtney Pig and No Show. We'll see who can end up, taking home a nice prize. We do have players who won nice prizes all week long. Last week, 44 over $600 jackpots went out, and we've given out over 112 jackpots for this season 13, 28 of which just went out this weekend. Before I get into this weekend's jackpots, though, we are coming to the tail end of this game as we click past the mega, major, and minor jackpot and working on the $159 must-go. We got Angie Baby, Carol, Louis Jr., I like the name as it's all in all caps, which makes it exciting. But we got Jantastic over at Sidewinders taking home a wonderful $159 must-go. Good job, Jantastic, in this game number 1 of Game Day Bingo. We'll now be getting rolled into this game number 2 with this minor prize clicking up from 52 to 54 balls or less. Not to forget about the mega prize, 51 balls or less for $63,000, and a major prize of $1,000 you can take home in 48 balls or less, which you can't even win until it clicks past 51 balls or we give out the mega jackpot. We got 2 minutes and 20 seconds to get enrolled in this next game, and it should be some fun stuff as we are going to be having opportunities to take home that mega prize all day long. But I got to get into the prizes that went out over this past weekend. Getting Friday's jackpot started off, we had Dad's Toys over at the Grillium Forest Lake, taking home $721. Good job, Dad's Toys. Next up, we had Cal over at the Red Fox Tavern, taking home $818. Good job, Cal. Then we had 3D's Wins. You're never going to guess what location they were playing at. 3D Sports Bar. $7,379 went out to 3D's Win, being the largest jackpot winner of that Friday. We also on that Friday, though, had Throp over at 1319 Woodfire Tavern, winning $847. We then had $1,024 go out to Jeff K over at G. Allen's. Bob Track 6 over at Eagles Mankato took home $1,024. And $1,024 also went out to Brad Kuhn over at Carboni's Pizza Rochester. Actually, Jeff K, Bob Track 6, and Brad Kuhn all split up a $1,024 well, they each got $1,024, splitting up an over $3,000 jackpot. But we still have 2 more jackpots to talk about on Friday, as we had Brandy over at Katie O'Leary's took home $651. And then we had $818 go out as our final jackpot on that Friday, as it went to B. Linda Shaw over at Clive's Roadhouse Rogers. But before I get into Saturday's jackpots, which actually surpasses the total amount of Friday's jackpots, as we gave out 9 on Friday, we actually gave out 10 on Saturday. But we only have 25 seconds to get enrolled in this next game. $29 you could take home on that minor prize, 54 balls or less. And then the mega prize of $63,412 you could take home in 51 balls or less. We can't take home the major prize just yet, as it's got to click over 51 balls to even be available. But to continue on with jackpot action, Saturday's jackpots got started off with a double win from Colleen over at Beefo Brady's. The first win was $1,003. The second win, $613. Just having a really lucky Saturday for Colleen. Definitely a great one there. Then we had Kiki K over at Hiller's Last Call Liquor take home and great jackpot as well of $786. Good job, Kiki K. We then had a Saturday jackpot go out to Jamie over at VFW Coon Rapids, taking home $775. Then $1,083 went out to the 14th jackpot of the weekend, Fabio over at Dugout Bar and Grill Bethel. We do have 24 balls dropped in this game right here. We're trying to give out some great prizes as we already got players 15 balls away. We'll see who ends up taking home this nice prize. But as I'm talking about jackpots, we got some more to talk about as we have our Pren 31 over at Trails Grill who took home $774 on that Saturday. Then we had Rock's Gym over at Eagles Elk River taking home $647. $768 went out to Soy Bear Rat over at the Purple Goose. I can't imagine what that combination is, but it definitely seems interesting. Next up on Saturday, we had Player over at Bro Bowl taking home $731. Then we had $40,200 finish off that Saturday, the largest jackpot of the entire weekend, and that went out to Miami Beach over at the Upper Deck Sports Bar. Yeah, $40,200 went out to them, and we'll be highlighting them all week long as we do with the largest jackpot winner. Definitely a really awesome one there. But to continue talking about jackpots, we got to get into Sunday's jackpots. Before I get into Sunday's jackpots, we're about to give away a Musco of $11.40. We got players already 3 balls away. We'll see who can end up being the lucky player to take home the great Musco of $11. You know, adding a little bit of cash, maybe to add into the next game or just to buy you a nice drink for it this morning. We do have a toe over at VFW Columbia Heights taking home that nice prize. Good job, Tung, in that win, as we'll now be getting enrolled into this game number 4 of Game Day Bingo. No, game number 3 of Game Day Bingo. Having that minor prize click up from 54 to 56 balls or less. Make sure you're getting roll, press, and play, and hopefully we can give out one of these great prizes to you. But I got to continue on with Sunday's jackpots. We had Sydney over at Surfside Bar and Grill taking on $1,017. Then $8,229, the largest jackpot of that Sunday, went out to KK over at Riverside Store and Tavern. Then 69 T-Bird took home a prize over at the Lookout Bar and Grill, taking home $823. $670 went out to Mindy May over at Neighbors Eatery and Saloon. That wasn't the only lucky player at that location, as Neighbors Eatery Saloon, the very next jackpot actually went out to No Dog, taking home $641. That seems like a Randy Jackson quote right there. That's a no for me, dog. Next up, though, on our jackpot wins, we had Szynski over at Handlebar taking home $738. We had $1,003 go out to Terry over at Lindsay's Barbecue and Grill, a location that just got a Pilot TV. Then we had MBH Fun Day over at the Mabel Tavern taking home $6,051. And the final prize that went out to a player over at Benton Station, taking home $784. Good job to all of our winners in these games, and hopefully we could see some more great over $600 prizes get added to this total today, maybe with a $63,422 mega prize, which you guys only have 45 seconds to get enrolled for. Should be some really great stuff in this game. So get enrolled, press play, and hopefully we can give you a amazing prize, whether it's the Musco or one of these great jackpots. But if you're not playing the live bingo, check out some of our new eTab games. The newest eTab game just hit your guys' iPads this past Thursday. It's called Lucky Star. You guys can win some great prizes in the bonus, in the free play rounds, and it's a lot of fun. You guys can leave a little review on our preview of that on our Facebook page. We love getting a little bit of feedback on those new eTab games. You can find our Facebook page as easy as searching up Pilot Games. You'll see our logo. Click on that, and you'll be able to see at the top of our page, we actually have a link tree. It has links to bar locations, our other socials, streams, and so much more. But as you scroll down, you'll be able to see weekly bingo schedules, event details, and reminders, big progressives, player pictures, and more there as well. It's just an awesome hub for everything Pilot Games over at our Facebook page. Super fun stuff, so go and give us a like and follow. But if you want to know our live bingo schedule, I'm about to go over it right now. We'll be playing this game day bingo from 12 all the way till 1 today. Then we'll get into Lucky 4 bingo right at 1 p.m. where there'll be $75,000 on the line. And any of those prizes that don't go out during our lunchtime game day bingo from 12 to 1, they'll actually be grown and rolling into unhosted game day bingo from 1 all the way till 4, where you'll have more opportunities at that mega, major, and minor jackpot. Once we finish up with that 1 to 4 time of game day bingo, though, that's when you get into happy hour bingo, which me and Jordy will be here live trying to give out some great prizes. We have 2 games of Lucky 4 bingo that bracket 23 games of game day bingo. You have that Lucky 4 bingo at 4 p.m. $75,000 will be on the line if we don't give it out at 1 p.m. You'll get another opportunity at that Lucky 4 bingo at 6 p.m. of $75,000, and then you'll get all those game day bingo games running from 4 all the way till 6. After that, those great games during our happy hour, that's when you get into Skull Bingo running from 6 all the way till 10 o'clock. There is a coverall prize of $18,000 you could take home in 50 balls or less, a large frame of $3,000 you could take home in 43 balls or less, and the line prize that's just starting to grow at $0 you can take home in 10 balls or less. It grows so quickly, it should go out multiple times during that 6 to 10 time. But it will be interrupted, that Skull Bingo, tomorrow night, as we have PGL nights coming to you guys in back-to-back nights, Tuesday night and Wednesday night. MegaSota game night, it happens at 6:40 every single Tuesday, and Wild Wednesday happens at 7 o'clock every single Wednesday. You guys can take home a bunch of PGL points and prizes during those nights, and it's definitely a lot of fun, as me and Will be here for Wild Wednesday, and tomorrow night will be the only opportunity of the week for you guys to see Tony and Nikki live, so make sure you guys are coming out for that as well. But as I'm talking about bingo, we have a nice Musco prize going out to Carol over at Lyle Liquor, taking home $11 on that Musco. Good job, Carol, in this game number 3 of Game Day Bingo. We'll now be getting enrolled into a game number 4 with that minor jackpot clicking up from 56 to 58 balls or less, definitely upping the likelihood of that going out, as I feel like 58 balls or less, it starts to get a lot more intense already. $49 grown on that minor prize. Should be a fun one to get after. We also still have the mega prize, $63,429 you can take home in 51 balls or less. Just 2 minutes to get enrolled in this game, though, so make sure you're getting enrolled, press and play, as I talk about some great national days that are happening today. The first one is National Pie Day. National Pie Day on January 23rd celebrates one of the nation's favorite desserts. No matter how you slice it, pie is just about any form makes a crowd happy. Fruit pies, berry pies, cream pies, they are mouth-watering servings of homemade goodness. Now, I got Ben here on as producer for me, so Ben, I would love for you to check in with your favorite pie, even though I would guess that it is the same as mine. And if you could correct me if I'm wrong, as my favorite pie has to be a chocolate cream pie. My grandma, she used to make it for us every single time we had a birthday, a Christmas, a Thanksgiving. She would always make for dessert a absolutely delicious chocolate cream pie, and it became a classic for me, as I absolutely loved it. Sometimes even on special occasions, just for me, she would make a chocolate peanut butter cream pie, which I loved even to the next level, as that was so tasty as well. So probably the chocolate peanut butter cream pie is my favorite of any pie, but I mean, I also do love a good pumpkin pie. That's probably my second favorite out of all the pies. I'll see if Ben has checked in with his favorite pie just yet, but it is definitely fun, as pie is one of those just like very versatile desserts that has so many different, you got apple pie, you got so many different kinds of pies out there that it really can suit any kind of time, any kind of holiday, any kind of weather. It just feels right to have a pie at times. Let's find the most popular pies, though, as we have the America's favorite pie is actually the apple pie. Does not surprise me very much, as apple pie is a staple in America. But the top 4 is in 4th place. We got cherry pie. 3rd, I did not realize that it was this popular, but a chocolate cream pie lands itself in 3rd. 2nd is pumpkin pie, and in 1st we have a delicious apple pie. But Ben's checking in. He says it's the exact same way for him, that he loves a chocolate pie. Secondary, a good pumpkin pie. I do like an apple pie at times, but it has to go with a really good vanilla ice cream to make it just that next level for me. But happy National Pie Day. Enjoy your favorite pie on this day. Next up is a very, very cool national day, as it's something that's slowly getting lost within our culture, and that's National Handwriting Day. National Handwriting Day on January 23rd encourages us to put pen to paper and write out our thoughts. According to Written Instrument Manufacturer Association, it is a chance for all to re-explore the purity and power of handwriting. Yes, I know that handwriting actually has also learning benefits as well. As I think you it can help you retain the information longer and better. With practice, handwriting provides more confident, better dexterity, improved recall, and memory. It can even help those students suffering from disabilities like ADD and dyslexia. Yeah, that is really cool. Although typing on a keyboard might be easier, using a pen is believed to be much more beneficial to your recall and memory of the information. That is super, super interesting stuff. That's what I thought it was, but definitely a cool one on today. And so maybe if you're studying for something, you're trying to, pass a class, trying to study for a certification of some sort, write out your notes instead of maybe typing them out on a computer, and you'll be able to comprehend the information just a little bit better. We do have Mark over at Corky's Bar South Haven taking home this nice Musco prize of $11.10 in this one. Good job, Mark, in this game number 4. We're about to get enrolled into a game number 5 with that minor jackpot clicking up from 58 to 60 balls or less. We'll see if we can finally give it out in a game number 5. But good job, Mark, in game number 4. But National Handwriting Day, definitely a great one on today, as I don't do enough handwriting in my life. Yes, definitely some great stuff there. And it's funny how we were all taught, at least my age group growing up, that cursive was going to be the next, you had to be able to write cursive or else you would just fail in society. And now I don't even know if they still teach cursive in school, but because typing is so dominant and just the, more business way of writing, where cursive used to be, how you write business mail and stuff like that to each other. Now it's all typed out. So it's very, very interesting how handwriting has developed, and it is really, really cool. Even some people I know from my age group have a weird mixture of writing styles where they write a mixture of print and cursive just because they were, you were taught cursive. Then, everyone went back to print and you never really finished up, just always writing in cursive. And so then they developed this really in-between style of writing, which is makes it even harder to read, which is very interesting. We do just have 1 minute to get enrolled in this game number 5. 60 balls or less for this minor prize. You could take home $75. We also have that mega prize still available, $63,450. You could take home in 51 balls or less. All should be some great stuff in this game number 5. We do have a little bit of Twins news we can get into while you guys are getting enrolled to this one. And we're checking in with Minnesota Twins top MLB prospect for 2023. And the prospect we're checking in with is Emmanuel Rodriguez. He is an outfielder in the 2023 season, he will be only 20 years old, still a very, very young prospect. The theme of Rodriguez's professional career to date has been stop and go. He signed for nearly $3 million in July 2019, only to have his debut delayed by COVID-19 pandemic. He was well on his way to boosting his stock this season, hitting a .272, .493, and .552 in 47 games at a ball. Before suffering a season-ending knee injury in June. Rodriguez has good power and a fine eye, and enough athleticism to play center field at this point in his career. That's a mighty fine combination to work with. We'll see how he rebounds from his injury and missed development time, but he could rank number 1 here next year. I completely agree. I think he's one of those guys that could be our number 1 prospect from this in this upcoming just class of people that we hope to step up. Emilio Rodriguez at such a young age, a guy who showed a lot of promise, hasn't had a lot of time on the field since being signed to our Minnesota Twins, but I think as it keeps on going, and just seems like a positive as he keeps on going, I think he'll be a star player for us in no time as what it looks like. We do have 37 balls dropped on this game, though, right now. We got players already 12 balls away. We'll see who can end up taking home a nice prize. But definitely fun to talk about the top prospects for our Twins, as we hope that some of these guys can really, really step up in this upcoming season to fill out this roster to make it into a championship-level roster. And you guys can send a little bit of luck to our Twins by playing the great eTab game, Twins Win. You guys can play wherever you're playing Pilot Games at, and check out the Home Run Derby bonus round to see if you can win some Grand Slam prizes. We do have 49 balls dropped in this game right here as we click past the major, and now we are moving past that mega, and we have a few more to go before we pass up that minor. People are still in line to be able to take home this prize, Nan and Win-Win. We'll see who ends up being able to take it home, or we'll be clicking past it for the $16.60 must-go. Last 2 balls to try and give it out. Here is the last one. We'll see if it goes out, as we do have a winner, $77.32. It's going out to Whoopie Ding over at VFW Spring Lake Park in this game number 5. Good job, Whoopie Ding, in this game number 5. You guys will now be getting enrolled into a game number 6. Should be some great stuff, as you have a double must-go available, as well as that mega prize that you can win in 51 balls or less. Should be a great game number 6. And as you guys are getting after it in this game number 6, I got some game day bingo standings to talk about what you guys have been earning points for all these games long. And in 9th place right now, we actually have a 2-way tie. It's between former 10th place player Bobo at Corner Bar and Goodhue and former 8th place player DGG over at Sherwood Lounge. They both land themselves in 9th place with 11,000 points. Getting bumped back from 5th into 8th, we got Rock's Gym over at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards with 12,000 points. Moving up from 8th into 6th, though, we got KRC over at Chanticleer Pizza Maple Grove with 13,000 points, tying it up with Jim Rocks over at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards, who was formerly in 5th place, both of them in 6th. Moving up from 5th into 4th, we got Lucky over at Classic Bowl, able to tie it up with the already in 4th player Brother Nate over at the Chart House. They both have 14,000 points. 3rd place is Bowl over at Corner Bar and Goodhue with 15,000 points. 2nd place, it's Funk over at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards with 18,000 points. With 22,000 points in 1st place, though, we got 1308 over at the Red Fox Tavern. Absolutely killing it this season, but we'll need some huge push to be able to keep on moving up these standings. And I actually think that these might be some out-of-date game day bingo standings. So I would love to hop back into these player side of the standings, as that is not how they sit right now. In 10th place, we got DGG over at Sherwood Lounge with 12,000 points, getting bumped back from 9th place. In 8th place, getting bumped back from 6th, we got KRC over at Chanticleer Pizza Maple Grove, tying it up with moving up from 9th place into 8th place, Bobo over at Corner Bar and Goodhue. Yeah, both in 8th with 13,000 points. 5th place, we actually have another 2-way tie between some top-tier players moving around. And right now, In that time, moving up from 8th into 5th, we got Rock's Gym over at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards, tying it up with the two players getting bumped back from 4th into 5th. Lucky over at Classic Bowl and Brother Nate over at Chart House, both of them with three of them with 14,000 points in 5th place. 4th place getting bumped back from 2nd, we got Funk over at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards with 18,000 points. With 19,000 points moving up from 6th in the 3rd, we got Jim Rocks over at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards. 2nd place, moving up from 3rd, we got Bowl over at Corner Bar in Goodhue with 21,000 points. And with 23,000 points in 1st place, we got 1308 over at the Red Fox Tavern. On to the location side of these standings, in 9th place, we have a two-way tie between former 10th place location, Johan Sports Bar 2, and Classic Bowl, who was formerly in 8th place, and Lincoln Depot, who was also formerly in 8th place, all of them in 9th, all with 21,000 points. With 22,000 points moving from unranked into 8th place, we got Shady's Railside. Getting bumped back from 6th into 7th, we got American Legion Fridley with 23,000 points. Getting sole possession of 6th place, though, we got Red Fox Tavern with 25,000 points. With 28,000 points in 5th place, getting bumped back from 3rd, we got VFW Spring Lake Park. Getting bumped back from 2nd into 4th, we got the Chart House with 32,000 points. Moving up from 5th all the way to 3rd place, we got Outtakes with 34,000 points. Also moving up from 4th into 2nd, we got Corner Bar Goodhue with 37,000 points. But the real leader of the race in 1st place with 72,000 points, a real lead on these standings, we got Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards. Good stuff to all of those players and locations killing it in this season 12. We do have 42 balls dropped in this game number 6 of Game Day Bingo. We got $28 available on the Musco as we are creeping closer and closer to the Mega, Major, and Minor. Moving past that major onto the Mega Prize, as it doesn't look like we're in line to be able to take that one home, and the double Musco is looking better anyway. So we'll just move on to the Musco Prize at $28.20, as we got players already 4 balls away. We'll see who ends up taking home. We got Carol, Ding Dong, Jonesy, Brad, Missy. We'll see who ends up getting it. Okie, Double D, all trying to take home the nice Musco Prize, as that Musco will be going out right here at 62 balls too. No, I was completely wrong. It's going out at 63 balls. No, it is going far in this one. It does not want to go out. The Musco is definitely being difficult here, as it took 65 balls to finally go out, and it's a split prize going out to Leo over at Scoops Pub and Grill and Craig over at the Cactus, splitting up $28.20 in this game number 6. We'll now be getting rolled into a game number 7. Oh, and we got Amelia checking in, telling me that I'm killing it on the solo broadcast. Thank you, Amelia. I'm very appreciative of it. I will send out luck to you because that's the rule, and now you have some luck on helping out Facebook, I guess. Definitely thank you. She does a great job keeping up with Facebook, and so definitely keep up to date. And this is kind of a perfect segue, as she actually puts out all those great promos for our ETAB games. The newest ETAB game being Lucky Star, a super fun one. You guys can find that preview there, but you guys can also find preview to a bunch of different ETAB games on that Facebook page. You can find we have over 70 different shareable ETAB games, so there's so many to check out. Play anytime and win huge prizes up to $1,500. All games have small bets between 50 cents and $5 with awesome bonus and free play rounds in those games. You'll definitely want to check them out, and it makes those little previews of them on our Facebook page even more fun, as you'll be able to see examples of those great bonus and free play rounds. So definitely check it out. I just watched the new Lucky Star promo this morning just because of how fun it is. I love the music in it, and I'm super excited to hear your guys' review on that. And you guys could just check it on Facebook and let us know how you feel about those great games. We do have 1 minute to get enrolled in this upcoming one, as we got a minor prize of $26, 54 balls or less, a mega prize of $63,472 you get to win in 51 balls or less, and it's covering up the major, so the major cannot be won, but I would much rather win the mega than the major, that is for sure. We got 45 seconds to get enrolled in this next game, and I got a little music history I can get into now. And in 1986, the first inductees to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame include Elvis Presley, obviously, Chuck Berry, and Fats Fats Domino, all of them getting inducted in the first induction ceremony of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Definitely some interesting stuff there. We'll see if there's any others that got in there, as it was Chuck Berry, James Brown, Ray Charles, the Everly Brothers, Buddy Holly, Jerry Lee Lewis, and Elvis Presley. Definitely an amazing list out there of people getting inducted into that Hall of Fame. Definitely a really, really cool one, as the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame now just has so many people in it and has so many absolute legends that get inducted all the time. Well, definitely a cool day in music history. Another fun one in music history on today in 1998, the Spice Girls movie Spice World hits theaters in America. This is actually a really funny little fun fact, as I got to watch a really good little reality TV show called The Circle, and they actually had the Spice Girls on there, and one of their questions was, what was the name of the Spice Girls movie? And obviously, now you guys know that fun little trivia fact. It is Spice World. Definitely a fun one. I've never seen Spice World, but it just seems funny that such a popular girl group ended up making a movie like that called the Spice World. We do have 33 balls dropped in this game right here. We'll see if we can end up taking home a nice prize. See Little Bill out there, one of my favorite animated shows as a child. We got Nan, Courtney, Joe, all trying to get after it. We got Random Hero out there trying to take home a nice prize. Definitely a fun one. And we'll see who ends up taking home the nice jackpot. Hopefully a jackpot. I mean, $63,000 would be fun to watch go out in this game number 7. We got Ben checking in with something saying it sounds like an alternate version of Dune. I would love to know what you're talking about being an alternate version of Dune, Ben, as I don't I don't know which part of my talking points you're talking about. But yes, definitely Spice World, because if you're saying Spice World, that would be an absolutely amazing part of Dune if they just had a Spice World. Watch out for the oregano blasters. We do have 64 balls dropped on this one, meaning that we got this Musco going out to Courtney over at Welsh's Big Ten Supper Club. You guys could take. Courtney just took home $13.40. Good job, Courtney, in this game number 7 of Game Day Bingo. We'll now be getting rolled into a game number 8, where that minor jackpot is clicking up from 64 to 66 balls, or from 54 to 56 balls or less. Should be some real fun stuff in this game, so make sure you're getting rolled, press and play. 56 balls or less for the minor, 51 balls or less for the mega, and those are the two prizes we're getting after in this next game of Game Day Bingo. 2 minutes to get enrolled. But I definitely like that little representation, Ben. The good old Spice World mission on Dune, I guess, could work out great. I haven't seen Dune, though. I really do need to see it, though, as I wanted to see it in theaters due to the fact that I heard that it's a very, cinematic, it's the look of the movie is what really, is what's cool about it, how well it's all done. Not necessarily the plot line is the drawing factor. And so I wanted to watch it in the movie theaters, just never got around to it. And now I don't know if I should, wait for it to watch it on like an excellent TV or something like that to be able to watch it, just because of how yes, yeah, I have no idea what is Dune, what Dune has to do with. As I heard, just I didn't hear a lot of like amazing things about the movie. I heard it was kind of just a fashion shoot for Zendaya. Oh, apparently it's a huge part of Dune, spice. So I don't know what that is, but definitely funny stuff there. We got 50 seconds to get enrolled in this next game. We got 56 balls or less. You guys can take home in $48. I keep on messing up my numbers here. 56 balls or less for a $48 minor jackpot. $63,490 for that you could take home in 51 balls or less, and just 30 seconds to get enrolled in this game number 8. But as you guys are getting enrolled in this game number 8, I got to highlight PGL.world for you, as that is the only way to compete for our PGL top 10s. If you want to sign up at PGL.world, and then you become a member of our league. Not only do people who are members in our league compete for points for top 10s, but they also have access to insider information, including a monthly newsletter that has a bunch of great information in it. We also like to highlight those players who just recently get signed up. So get signed up today, and we'll highlight you in our new member spotlight. Those new members are Mod Racer 6, Ash 91, Days Dream, Toby, Jake, 5-2 Blue, Chief Often, Demand Guy, Will Bakers, Cop Gal 75, Bobo H22, Chris 3276, Meg Z 775, Blizzard, Luke K, Kelbell, Minnesota April, Six Pack, Tut, Big Rig 18, K Davis, Girly Girls 3, Jasper L, Larry, and CJ Slick. Good job to all you guys getting signed up at PGL.world. I think maybe my favorite name out there is CJ Slick, because it just sounds so cool. I feel like that's a bully in some kind of movie, and I mean that in the best way possible. We got 12 balls away for a bunch of these players, as we got Keith Nan, Random Hero, Carol, just a few of those names out there trying to get after it, as we got that 56 ball or less minor and 51 ball or less mega. But I started to talk about PGL standings, PGL players who got signed up at PGL.world, but I need to talk about the players that have been earning points all season long and hop into our player top 10s. And in 10th place, just last Wednesday, moved from unranked to 10th place. We got TNT over at Stellar 181 with 173,000 points. With 175,000 points in 9th place, we got Sloppy over at Malone's Bar and Grill. In 8th place, we got Yak2102 over at Rivers Bend Bar and Grill with 180,000 PGL points. With 191,000 landing PGL points in 7th place, we got Forget You D at Eagles Austin. 6th place, we got Sherbert over at Clubhouse at Edinburgh with 198,000 points. With 211,000 points in 5th place, we got Big Pippin over at the Alibi Gilbert. 4th place is Ms. Wolf over at the Chanticleer Pizza, Coon Rapids, with 211,000 points. With 214,000 points in 3rd place, we got PCK 913 over at Friendly Inn. Before I get into those top 2 players, though, we have Keith over at the Shortstop Fridley and Don Lisa over at Big Louie's Bar and Grill, New Brighton, splitting up a nice Musco prize of $13.70. Good job to both of our winners in this game number 8. We'll now be getting rolled into a game number 9 with that minor prize. Click it up from 56 to 58 balls or less. Should be some great stuff. So get enrolled, press play in the next 2 minutes and 17 seconds. But continue on with these standings. In second place though, we got Dugout over at VFW Spring Lake Park with 255,000 points, and with 270 PGL points leading the charge in this season. We have in first place Jake over at Julie's Bar and Grill. On to the location side of these standings, though. In 10th place, we got Eagles Austin with 577,000 points. With 582,000 points in 9th place, we got Stanchion Bar and Hamel. With 588,000 points in 8th place, we got Benton Station and Sauk Rapids. 7th place is the Municipal Liquor Store Millerville with 589,000 points. With 604,000 points in 6th place, we got PJ's Supper Club in Avon. 5th place is VFW Spring Lake Park with 612,000 points. And with 724,000 points in 4th place, we got the Alibi of Gilbert. 3rd place is White Bear Bar in White Bear Lake with 931,000 points. With 939,000 points in 2nd place, we got Beer Stoop Hastings. And in 1st place, we got Eagles Albert Lay with 944,000 points. Good job to all of our players and locations in those PGL standings. You guys do just have 1 minute to get enrolled in this next game day bingo game. Game number 9, meaning we only have 4 more opportunities at these great prizes. That minor prize of $66, 58 balls or less, and the mega prize of $63,504 you could take home in 51 balls or less. But while you guys are getting after it, getting enrolled. We have a little wild news we can talk about. It's not the best wild news, as we are now 25-16-4. And Alex Lyon made 29 saves in his first start of the season, helping the Florida Panthers to a 5-3 win against the Minnesota Wild at FLA Live Air Arena in Sunrise, Florida on Saturday. Joel Eriksson Ek had a goal and 2 assists. Matt Boldy had a goal and an assist. And Kirill Kaprizov had 3 assists for the Wild, who have lost 2 in a row. Not what we wanted to see. Philip Gustafsson made 22 saves in that game, but let fire through. Just not his best performance by any means. We do have a game happening tomorrow, though, as our Wild are going to be taking on the Lightning at 6 p.m. Should be a fun one, and hopefully we can get back into our winning ways, as we've just taken 2 losses back-to-back. We need to get back into that win column. You guys could send a little bit of luck over to our Minnesota Wild by playing the great E-Tab game, Let's Go Wild. You guys can even check out the Slapshot bonus round, see if you can score yourself a great prize. We do have 15 balls dropped in this game number 9, though, as we have some nice jackpots, but also not too bad of a must-go. It's sitting at $15.30, and we got players already 16 balls away. We'll see if they can take home a jackpot or a nice must-go prize in this game number 9. Oh, Ben, since he is based over in Florida, actually, is sending me a bunch of lightning things. So sending bad luck to Ben now, and he will hopefully that means the Wild will beat the Lightning. As Ben, I guess, is a Lightning fan over the Wild. Absolutely ridiculous. Might as well just kick him off the broadcast team, as we're all Wild fans here. We do have 41 balls dropped here. We'll see if we can give out the prize, but yeah. I would be serious about this if Ben was actually a just hockey fan. I don't think he really knows much about hockey in general, so I think he's just doing it to spite me. We do have a little promo though for you guys, as we love it when you guys take home jackpots, but it makes it even more exciting after you guys take home a jackpot if you send in a picture of you with that jackpot, so then we could show you off to everybody else on our Facebook page. You could share those photos by direct messaging us on Facebook or by emailing them to jackpots@pilotgames.com. You can also just put them on any of your social media with the hashtag PilotGames. We do have we do have 65 balls dropped in this one right here. Game number 9. That means we're giving out a $15.30 prize. And in 66 balls, it took a while, but it's not even a split win. We got Deborino over at VFW Spring Lake Park taking home a nice must-go prize of $15.30. Now we will be getting enrolled into a game number 10 of Game Day Bingo with that minor prize clicking up from 58 to 60 balls or less. But we do have a little Vikings news we could talk about while you guys are playing a little bit of Vikings-themed Game Day Bingo, which just feels right. And we've got some free agents we should aggressively pursue in 2023. We'll see if I agree with that. We should aggressively pursue them. First up is the defender, Deshaun Elliott. He plays safety, and I think he just played his last season with the Detroit Lions. He's had a up-and-down career as let's find out a little bit more about him. He is 6'1", 210 pounds, and is out of Texas from college. He is only 25 years old with 5 years of experience. Definitely not a bad pickup for us, as he's got that veteran experience, 5 years of doing it, and maybe he could fit well with us. He played his first 3 seasons with the Ravens, where he each year improved his play until his final year with the Ravens, where he came over with the Lions in 2022 and had a career year, having a season high in tackles, assisted tackles, and tying his career high in interceptions. So a guy who's been kind of on the come up over the last few years. I don't think that would be a bad look for us, as I think any kind of veteran DB would be a nice pickup for us. Next up is Bradley Bozeman. Now, I think this is a guy that we would look at if we are not able to re-sign Garrett Bradbury. If he is too high of a contract, if he's not going to give us, some discount on it, then this guy may be the fit for us. He is 6'5", 225 pounds, a huge size difference from our previous center being Bradbury, who's very much undersized. This guy definitely not undersized in any category. He is now 28 years old and was drafted in the 6th round in the 2018 NFL draft. We'll see, maybe he's the kind of guy that could really help this offensive line if he fits correctly. This one is definitely one of the more interesting ones, in my opinion, as they have aggressive free agent pursuit. Leighton Vander Esch, a linebacker from the Dallas Cowboys. Leighton Vander Esch, I think, would fit very, very well next to Eric Kendricks, as they both are very fly all across the field kind of linebackers, and I think they would work really well. The only worry I have is Leighton Vander Esch is injury prone. He's been injured majority of his career and doesn't seem to be able to stay healthy for a complete season. And so that is what makes me worried about signing him. He's young. He's due for a big contract. I just don't know if he fits necessarily perfect with us. This guy I definitely think is someone we should think about, and that is wide receiver Mecole Hardman. He played quite a few seasons with the Chiefs, and I think is still there with the Chiefs this season, but has kind of taken a back step in this season as he's kind of become a secondary weapon to other guys, as he was not quite able to take over that Tyreek Hill role. But previous to this season, he had only been improving 500 yards, 550 yards his second year in the league, and then 690 yards his third year in the league, hit up to 700, closing in on 700 yards in that third year, dropped all the way back down to the lowest of his career, only about 300 yards in this season of 2022. And so he is a guy that we scheme him up right. He definitely could fit well in this offense, and he's used to playing as the number 2 guy in an offense, number 3, number 4 guy in an offense, and would fit very, very well next to Justin Jefferson, I think, for sure. Next up, though, the final one that we will be looking at is Cameron Sutton, a cornerback, as he is a veteran piece that is 27 years old, was drafted in the 2017 draft, and I think could definitely add a little bit of a veteran versatility to this team. He is 5'11" and 188 pounds. Yeah, it seems like a hamstring injury has really slowed down his progression this season, and could cause us to be able to get a nice deal on him. We do have some winners in this one, splitting up a must-go prize of $14.60. We got Leo over at Scoops Pub and Grill, Kyle over at Village Pub Lounge, Ryan over at Old Piper Inn in Blaine, and Bucko over at, I'll have to get back to that one to get the location, as Bucko is playing over at the Green Lantern. All of them splitting up that nice must-go prize in this game number 10. We'll now be getting rolled into a game number 11 with that that minor jackpot clicking up from 60 to 62 balls or less, over $100 now. So a very high likelihood it could be going out in this game. 2 minutes to get enrolled in the final of 2 games of Game Day Bingo. But if you guys want to get some more Vikings game action, play a great eTab game called Vikings Victory. You guys can even pick a letter in the Skull bonus to see if you can win some big prizes. It's definitely a really, really fun one. But while you guys are getting enrolled into this game, I have a little bit of Skull Bingo standings to talk about, how we end off every single night, running from 6 all the way till 10 o'clock. And right now, in 9th place, we have a 2-way tie between Chad over at Trail Stop Tavern, who was previously unranked, and formerly in 8th place, Sydney over at Maynard's of Excelsior, both in 9th with 34,000 points. 8th place, previously in 7th, we got Seafair Banks over at Ambiance on Albion with 37,000 points. With 38,000 points in 7th place, previously in 6th, we got Sambo over at Beer Stoop Hastings. Causing a lot of these shakeups, moving from unranked all the way to 6th place, we got Brenda over at JB's Tavern with 41,000 points. With 48,000 points in 5th place, we got Boots over at Trobeck's Bar and Grill. 4th place is Brother Nate over at the Chart House with 49,000 points. With 61,000 points in 3rd place, we got Kool-Aid over at Carboni's Pizza, CR Billiards. Second place is Jelly over at American Legion Stillwater with 77,000 points. With 143,000 points in first place, we got Tanya over at JR Mac. Just great stuff to all those players competing for it during those Skull Bingo games. Just 30 seconds to get enrolled in this game number 11, 62 balls or less for the minor jackpot. But on to the location side of the Skull Bingo standings. 10th place, previously unranked, we got Muddy Cow Coon Rapids with 65,000 points. Previously 8th, now in 9th, we got Danny's Dugout with 66,000 points. With 67,000 points, previously unranked, now in 8th, we got Chart House. 7th place is American Legion Moorhead with 73,000 points. With 107,000 points in 6th place, we got VFW Dilworth. 5th place is Benton Station with 111,000 points. With 113,000 points previously in 3rd, now in 4th, we got American Legion Stillwater. Moving up from 4th into 3rd, though, we got Trebek's Bar and Grill with 127,000 points. With 149,000 points in 2nd place, we got Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards. And in 1st place, we got JR Mac with 172,000 points. Good job to all of our players and locations killing it in Skull Bingo. Some fun celebrity birthdays on today. Born in 1737, we got John Hancock, an American merchant and statesman who was the first to sign the Declaration of Independence, born in Braintree, Massachusetts. Absolutely huge, and now every signature is literally nicknamed your John Hancock. He is put down in history. His name means a different thing than actually being a name, which is super impressive. And so, happy birthday, John Hancock, and doing one of the most impressive things, being the first person to sign the Declaration of Independence. Next up, born in 1964, we got Mariska Hargitay, a American actress who's actually in a Law and Order Special Victims Unit. I know that is a very, very popular Law and Order show, as those have been going on for very, very long time. But let's see if we can find what else she has been a part of. As, yes, Law and Order, all the Law and Order she's really been a part of, ER, Chicago PD, and many, many others. We do have a winner in this game, taking home a mega jackpot going out to Bucko, $63,542, Bucko. That is absolutely crazy stuff over at the Green Lantern. You have to be freaking out. Send in a player picture of that. It is just a huge, huge prize, $63,000. Wow, what a prize to give out in the second to final game I was here. Just absolutely huge. Can't believe that ended up going out. $64,000 going out to you. We got Ben checking in. Absolutely huge one. I did not expect that going out. $63,542 going out to Bucko over at the Green Lantern. Absolutely huge. Ben's checking in, letting me know that the Florida studio is going absolutely insane for you right now, Bucko. That was absolutely awesome. A great way to end off these final 2 games. And now we have a great prize to end this broadcast off in this game number 12, as this is the last game I'll be with you here for. We have a minor prize of $125. You can take home in 64 balls or less. Yeah, should be a great one. And as soon as that one goes out, I'm going to guess in this upcoming game, you'll actually have a triple Musco available in the first game of Game Day Bingo, running from 1 all the way till 4. So make sure you guys stick around even after that game of Lucky 4 Bingo. 1 minute and 40 seconds to get enrolled in this one. Should be some really great stuff, but $63,000 going out in game number 11. Absolutely awesome stuff. Huge one, Bucko. I mean, that's the biggest prize I've given out in a while. So I'm just ecstatic to be able to give that out to you. Absolutely awesome stuff. Good job, Bucko, in that game number 11. Now game number 12, 1 minute and 15 seconds to get enrolled into this one, as I'm going over our final celebrity birthday. I mean, it feels like Bucko's a celebrity birthday now, as that was just an awesome win. But born in 1992, we got Jack Renner, a Irish-American actor who was a part of Transformers: Age of Extinction. Definitely an interesting one. He is in a lot. He's in Midsummer. He's in Sing Street, Kin. He is an Irish-American actor. His notable roles are in films What Richard Did, Transformers Age of Extinction, Glassland, Macbeth, Sing Street, and Midsummer, as well as the series Strange Angel and the Peripheral. Yeah, definitely some really, really cool stuff. A very much a working actor that's been in a lot of different movies and TV shows throughout his career. Very, very cool stuff. Happy birthday, Jack Renner. We do have a little bit of Timberwolves news to talk about as Anthony Edwards scored a season-high 44 points, absolutely killing it. He had 7 3-pointers and a trio of thunderous dunks, and was absolutely awesome as Minnesota has won 8 of their last 11 games. And we have another game happening tonight, which has a high likelihood of a win, as we are heading over to Houston to take on the Rockets at 7 p.m. Should be a really, really great one. A few movies that were released on today. In 1943, we got Casablanca, an absolute classic. In 2008, probably funny enough, as there are so many iconic roles for this actor, that this is the one that he's iconic for me in, and that's 2008 Inkheart, and the guy I'm talking about, Brendan Fraser. For some reason, that is my first role I always think of him in, as I don't know why, but I watched that a lot as a kid for some random reason. But the final movie that was released on today was in 2011, and that was Mean Girls 2, which I have not seen this one. I have seen the original Mean Girls, but it looks like it has a pretty big cast in it, and pretty fun stuff. It's got Tim Meadows. I definitely like him as an actor for sure. But yeah, seems like just a sequel to Mean Girls 1, which I never heard of Mean Girls 2, so I'm going to guess that it's not quite as good. A little fun day in this day in history is that in January 23rd, 1953, the machines at the Wham-O Toy Company roll out the first batch of their aerodynamic plastic disc, now known to millions of fans all over the world as Frisbees. Frisbees were awesome. We're actually talking to a star in his own what's it called that you play, Ben? Where you throw the Frisbee around the football field. Ben is a star of that, so I guess I'm talking to a celebrity here as, his sports, I don't know, Frisbee was made on today. We do have Elfie over at CK Dudley's taking home the nice jackpot minor of $129. Good job, Elfie, in this final game. And Ben checking in Ultimate Frisbee. Yeah, I have my own Ultimate Frisbee star here on the broadcast with me. Thank you, as Frisbees were made on today in history. But we have a little player spotlight while you guys are getting enrolled into a little bit of Lucky 4 bingo. Not to forget that after this Lucky 4 bingo, you get into some game day bingo with a triple must-go prize. But our player spotlight is Miami Beach over at Upper Deck Sports Bar, who took home $40,200. And over at the Upper Deck Sports Bar, they were supporting the Sartell Youth Hockey. The mission of the Sartell Youth Hockey Association is to provide youth with the opportunity to enjoy the game of hockey and develop individual skills to their full potential. Absolutely awesome stuff. We love youth sports here over at Pilot Games, and that's just a little reminder that whenever you guys play Pilot Games, your community wins. I'll see ya.
Wah, wah, wah.
That's the bonus!
G'day, mate. Aloha.
Hello.
Our mission is to serve the community. Pilot Games has given us the opportunity to provide those resources and so forth that we need to our schools, to our fire department, to our library, to organizations that help the hungry. All of those are all made possible by the Pilot Games organization.
There it is. 53 balls.
at the Ledge Amphitheater in White Park, Minnesota.
Saw the Blues Brothers 2 years ago with these guys.
Blues Brothers 2 years ago was a lot of fun. Prior to that, it was the Beach Boys, and with John Stamos, it was awesome.
I have never been to a PyCon event before. This is my first time, and I am loving it.
Yeah, this is incredible. We pulled in, parked, got some free beers, amazing free food.
Famous days!
Hey everyone, Famous Dave here, smoking up the best ribs in America.
Having a great time so far. We got a picture with John Randall. It's pretty awesome.
John Randall is like my favorite.
Skol, 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 baby!
Really cool seeing John Kriesel. Really cool listening to him talking his story.
This is my first PyCon, and I've had a blast.
Willie is my favorite.
I'm excited for Willie Nelson.
I grew up listening to Willie Nelson my whole life.
Willie Nelson.
Willie Nelson.
Have a really nice day!
The entertainment, the people watching, cocktails, t-shirts, drink and eat and be with everybody.
Fabulous experience.
Either way, I don't know why you would miss this. That's all I gotta say.
He said we're making sure to come every year.
Get your butt here, man. Get your butt here.
Wah, wah, wah.
That's a bonus!
G'day, mate. Aloha.
Hello.
This is fantastic. I've never been anything like this before.
It's almost like being in a haunted house without people jumping out at you.
The decorations are amazing. Jack wanted to get his picture next to the skeleton, and I was taking the picture. I was like, oh my gosh, that's prosciutto.
PyCon 2022. I think it's amazing. It's just wonderful. Everybody's welcoming. They're helpful. It's just so much fun.
If you get an opportunity, go for it. The people, all the different decorations, the food, just the excitement.
And then to see ZZ Top at the end of this, awesome.
We're here for ZZ Top. I'm a huge fan of ZZ Top.
ZZ Top.
I love winning on the Pilot Games. I won $2,800 a month ago.
She won $48,000 on bingo. Yeah, baby.
I won $13.28 plus $48,000.
$30,000, $20,000 at Bleachers Bar.
We have each other pick our bonuses and, you know, for good luck or whatever. And
Everybody can kind of get in on the fun.
It was amazing. I loved it. I would come back.
It's awesome. Get me on that list. I'm here.
I will be here next year, absolutely. And you should be too.
Our mission is to serve the community. Pilot Games has given us the opportunity to provide those resources and so forth that we need to our schools, to our fire department, to our library, to organizations that help the hungry. All of those are all made possible by the Pilot Games organization.
There it is. 53 balls.
we're at the Ledge Amphitheater in White Park, Minnesota.
I saw the Blues Brothers 2 years ago with these guys.
Blues Brothers 2 years ago was a lot of fun. Prior to that, it was the Beach Boys, and with John Stamos, it was awesome.
I have never been to a PyCon event before. This is my first time, and I am loving it.
Yeah, this is incredible. We pulled in, parked, got some free beers, amazing free food.
Famous days!
Hey everyone, Famous Dave here, smoking up the best ribs in America.
Having a great time so far. We got a picture with John Randall. It's pretty awesome.
John Randall is like my favorite.
Skol, 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 baby!
Really cool seeing John Creasel. Really cool listening to him talk and his story.
This is my first PyCon, and I've had a blast.
Willie is my favorite. I'm excited for Willie Nelson.
I grew up listening to Willie Nelson my whole life.
Willie Nelson.
Willie Nelson. Have a really nice day!
The entertainment, the people watching, cocktails, t-shirts, drink and eat and be with everybody.
Fabulous experience.
Either way, I don't know why you would miss this. That's all I gotta say.
He said we're making sure to come every year.
Get your butt here, man. Get your butt here.
Wah, wah, wah.
That's the bonus. Ba 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 ba.
G'day, mate. Aloha.
Hello.
this is fantastic. I've never been anything like this before.
It's almost like being in a haunted house without people jumping out at you.
The decorations are amazing. Jack wanted to get his picture next to the skeleton, and I was taking the picture. I was like, oh my gosh, that's prosciutto.
PyCon 2022. I think it's amazing. It's just wonderful. Everybody's welcoming. They're helpful. It's just so much fun.
If you get an opportunity, go for it. The people, all the different decorations, the food, just the excitement.
And then to see ZZ Top at the end of this, awesome.
We're here for ZZ Top. I'm a huge fan of ZZ Top.
ZZ Top.
I love winning on the pilot capes. I won $2,800 a month ago.
She won $48,000 on bingo. Yeah, baby.
I won $13.28 plus $48,000.
$30,000, $20,000 at Bleachers Bar.
We have each other pick our bonuses and, for good luck or whatever. And
Everybody can kind of get in on the fun.
It was amazing. I loved it. I would come back.
It's awesome. Get me on that list. I'm here.
I will be here next year, absolutely. And you should be too.
Our mission is to serve the community. Pilot Games has given us the opportunity to provide those resources and so forth that we need to our schools, to our fire department, to our library, to organizations that help the hungry. All of those are all made possible by the Pilot Games organization.
There it is. 53 balls.
We're at the Ledge Amphitheater in White Park, Minnesota.
I saw the Blues Brothers 2 years ago with these guys.
Blues Brothers 2 years ago was a lot of fun. Prior to that, it was the Beach Boys, and with John Stamos, it was awesome.
I have never been to a PyCon event before. This is my first time, and I am loving it.
Yeah, this is incredible. We pulled in, parked, got some free beers, amazing free food.
Famous days!
Hey everyone, Famous Dave here, smoking up the best ribs in America.
Having a great time so far. We got a picture with John Randall. It's pretty awesome.
John Randall is like my favorite.
Skol, 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 baby!
Really cool seeing John Kriesel. Really cool listening to him talk and his story.
This is my first PyCon, and I've had a blast.
Willie is my favorite.
I'm excited for Willie Nelson.
I grew up listening to Willie Nelson my whole life.
Willie Nelson.
Willie Nelson!
Have a really nice day!
The entertainment, the people watching, cocktails, t-shirts.
Drink and eat and be with everybody.
Fabulous experience.
Either way, I don't know why you would miss this. That's all I gotta say.
He said we're making sure to come every year.
Get your butt here, man. Get your butt here.
Wah, wah, wah.
That's a bonus. Ba 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 ba.
G'day, mate. Aloha.
Hello.
This is fantastic. I've never been anything like this before.
It's almost like being in a haunted house without people jumping out at you.
The decorations are amazing. Jack wanted to get his picture next to the skeleton, and I was taking the picture. I was like, oh my gosh, that's prosciutto.
PyCon 2022. I think it's amazing. It's just wonderful. Everybody's welcoming. They're helpful. It's just so much fun.
If you get an opportunity, go for it. The people, all the different decorations, the food, just the excitement.
And then to see ZZ Top at the end of this, awesome.
We're here for ZZ Top. I'm a huge fan of ZZ Top.
ZZ Top.
I love winning on the pilot kicks. I won $2,800 a month ago.
She won $48,000 on bingo. Yeah, baby.
I won $13.28 plus $48,000.
$30,000, $20,000 at Bleachers Bar.
We have each other pick our bonuses and, for good luck or whatever. And
Everybody can kind of get in on the fun.
It was amazing. I loved it. I would come back.
It's awesome.
Get me on that list. I'm here.
I will be here next year, absolutely. And you should be too.
Our mission is to serve the community. Pilot Games has given us the opportunity to provide those resources and so forth that we need to our schools, to our fire department, to our library, to organizations that help the hungry. All of those are all made possible by the Pilot Games organization.
There it is. 53 balls.